Standard 8, Subject Social Science, Chapter number 3, Indian Constitution. Haley, Priyanshi, and Sachin were watching the final match of World Cup 2011 on TV with their parents. An interesting match is going on between India and Sri Lanka. Who will win the World Cup, India or Sri Lanka? Sri Lanka had put up a challenging target for India to achieve, but with the fearless batting of the Indian captain Mahendra Singh Dhoni, India won the World Cup. Everyone was rejoicing in victory, means were happy. Haley said to her mother while watching TV, Mummy, the previous match between England and India resulted in a tie. What does that mean? Neeta Ben said, Haley, for a popular famous game like cricket, the ICC has systematically formed rules. A tie in a match means that both the teams have an equal score. Even the games like football, hockey, kabaddi, etc. have their own set of rules. Means every game has their particular rules to follow and obey. If a game has so many rules, then think to run the administration of a populous nation, we surely required well-framed rules. Means अगर एक कंट्री को रन करना है तो सोचो उसको चलाने के लिए एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन करने के लिए वी ऑल्सो रिक्वायर्ड such rules. The document which you see on the screen, that is the preamble of our constitution, means introduction of our constitution. In that, we, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic and to secure to all its citizens, means we, the people of India, having deep respect and firm decision to make India into a supreme, socialist, Samadwadi, secular, not abide by any religion, democratic republic, and to give to all its citizens justice in terms of social, economic, and political liberty, freedom of thoughts, expression, belief, faith, and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, chances, and to promote, encourage all, all among them all fraternity, that is brotherhood, bhaicharo, assuring the dignity, self-respect of the individual and the unity, ekta and integrity, akhandata of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact and give to ourselves these Constitution. Now, what is the meaning of Constitution? A systematic compilation of set of rules to run the government of a country is known as the Constitution of the country. Means a systematic compilation, information of rules by which a country can be run is known as the Constitution of the country. Constitution can be in written or unwritten form. Our Constitution starts with the preamble. How was the Constitution of India formed? The Constitution of India is a statement of national goals and aims such as democracy, socialism, secularism, national unity, etc. For making a constitution, first of all, the Constituent Assembly was made. The Constituent Assembly was established. It started working from 9th December 1946. The Constituent Assembly was formed of important and distinguished scholars and leaders. Distinguished means famous. Their political visions and foresight means they have an ability to see future was incorporated in the constitution. Leaders like Jawaharlal Nehru, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, Sardar Patel, Maulana Abdul Kalam Azad, Shyama Prasad Mukherjee, Sardar Baldev Singh, etc., provided their help or guidance in this Constituent Assembly. Frank Anthony represented the Anglo-Indian community and H.P. Modi represented the Parsi community in the Constituent Assembly. The committee had various constitution scholars like Alladi Krishnaswamy Iyer, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, K.M. Munshi, etc. There were female members like Sarojini Naidu and Vijayalakshmi Pandit in Constituent Assembly. Dr. Rajendra Prasad was elected as the President of the Constituent Assembly. There were a number of subcommittees, divisions to take care of various aspects, points of the Constitution. The drafting committee, which was headed by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, gave the Constitution its final shape. Total 166 meetings were held by the Constituent Assembly in a time period of 2 years, 11 months, and 18 days. On 26th November 1949, the committee passed the Constitution, which was enforced on 26th January 1950, which we celebrated as our Republic Day. As you can see, the picture of different scholars and the leaders who they who gave their contribution in the Constitution Assembly. Why do we need a constitution? What if there is no constitution? No country can function without a constitution. A constitution serves many objectives, aims, or goals. It is a document which finally views the ethos, spirits, and ideals perfection of our country. It also tells about the kind of government our country would have, how to run the administration of our country. In a democratic form of government, we elect our leaders so that they can run the administration on our behalf. However, there are provisions arrangement in the constitution to check the misuse of powers by the leaders. In democratic system of government, we elect our leaders by election, and if that leader or a person is doing misuse of his power, then in our constitution arrangements are that person or leader can be punished. Things to know: the Constitution of India has borrowed यानी लिए है some features, special features of the Constitution of Britain. ब्रिटेन में से आयरलैंड, फ्रांस एंड द यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स ऑफ अमेरिका. The Constitution of India is the longest written constitution in the world. Salient features of our constitution means important features of our constitution. First one is a democratic rule. India has adopted the democratic system of government, means in such system elections are held. Generally, elections are held in our country every 5 years. Citizens above the age of 18 are eligible to cast or give their votes in the elections. We cannot imagine democracy without election. Agar democracy is there, then elections are there. People all over the country play their role in electing their representative, means people all over the country participate in voting. Any voter of the country can contest an election, means any person of our country can stand in election irrespective of his और हर रिलीजन. फिर वो चाहे कोई भी रिलीजन का हो, कास्ट का हो, क्लास का हो, मीन्स रिच और पुअर, और कोई भी जेंडर का, मेल और फीमेल. द इलेक्टेड रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स रूल फॉर 5 years, यानी जो जीत के आते हैं, यानी जो लीडर्स बनते हैं वो दे रूल फॉर 5 years. एवरी सिटीजन एन्जॉयज द फ्रीडम टू फॉलो रिलीजन of his or her choice, as well as freedom of speech, expression, and thoughts. Next one is secularism. A secular nation means that the government does not conform, means follow, to the norms of any particular religion in its system of governance. Means ऐसा country जो एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन सिस्टम के अंदर कोई भी रिलीजन को इम्पोर्टेंस ना दे, या फिर कोई भी रिलीजन के रूल्स को फॉलो ना करे. Citizens are not discriminated on the basis of their faith, sect or religion. मीन्स सिटीजन्स आर नॉट डिस्क्रिमिनेटेड, मीन्स उनके बीच में, सिटीजन्स के बीच में कोई डिफरेंस नहीं होता, फिर वो चाहे कोई भी फेथ का हो, सेक्ट का हो, या कोई भी रिलीजन को वो फॉलो करता हो. एवरी सिटीजन्स एन्जॉय द राइट टू फॉलो एंड प्रोपोगेट, मीन्स टू डेवलप द रिलीजन ऑफ हीज और हर चॉइस. Next feature is republic. Republic means a government that gets power from people directly or indirectly. We have adopted democratic republic system of government. उसका मतलब ये होता है that powers are not limited in the hands of a few rich or powerful people. Privilege means rich or powerful people. Rather, इसके अलावा it is accessible means everyone can take the advantage as the citizen irrespective of their caste. यानी हर एक सिटीज़न के पास ये पावर है, चाहे वो कोई भी कास्ट का हो, कोई भी क्लास का हो, रिलीजन का हो या फिर कोई भी जेंडर का. थिंग्स टू नो, एनी कॉमन पर्सन, मैन हो या वुमन, बी इट अ हॉकर, हॉकर मीन्स लारी चलाने वाला, और अ वेजिटेबल वेंडर या सब्जी बेचने वाला, कैन बिकेम द सरपंच ऑफ अ विलेज, वो भी विलेज का सरपंच बन सकता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अ मेसन Manjibhai contested election of Legislative Assembly and became the member of Legislative Assembly. In short, we know as MLA. Now, in our country, there are two types of government. One which runs the whole country, that is known as the central government, and one at the state level, that is known as the state government. Here the chart is shown to you about the central government. In that, the head of the central government is president. President के नीचे three organs are there of the government, that is legislature, executive and judiciary. Legislature means parliament, जिसके अंदर आता है लोकसभा ने राज्यसभा, in which different laws are formed. Second one is executive. Executive में आते हैं प्राइम मिनिस्टर और उनके नीचे आते हैं काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर. और लास्ट वन इज जुडिशरी. जुडिशरी में आती है सुप्रीम कोर्ट. इफ़ वी टॉक अबाउट द स्टेट गवर्नमेंट, तो स्टेट गवर्नमेंट के जो हेड है दैट इज नोन एज द गवर्नर. हियर ऑल्सो थ्री ऑर्गन्स आर देयर इन द स्टेट गवर्नमेंट, लेजिस्लेटर, एग्जीक्यूटिव एंड जुडिशरी. इन लेजिस्लेटर, स्टेट गवर्नमेंट legislative assembly, that is Vidhan Sabha or Vidhan Parishad is there. If we talk about Gujarat, then we have legislative assembly which is at Gandhinagar. Then in executive it is chief minister and council of minister. फिर उसके बाद आते हैं executive के अंदर chief minister और chief minister के नीचे काम करने वाले minister, और उनके नीचे आते हैं local administration, फिर पंचायत आती है और उनके बाद आती है मीन्स म्यूनिसिपल कॉरपोरेशंस एंड म्यूनिसिपल बोर्ड. अगर जुडिशरी की बात करें तो उसमें आती है हाई कोर्ट. हाई कोर्ट के नीचे डिस्ट्रिक्ट कोर्ट और डिस्ट्रिक्ट कोर्ट के नीचे सबऑर्डिनेट कोर्ट्स. फॉर योर नॉलेज, the present president of India is Sri Ramnath Kovind and the present governor of Gujarat is Acharya Devvrat. Here the functions of government is shown to you by picture. Legislature, executive and judiciary are the organs of government. Legislature makes the law. Executive, with the help of civil service officers, implements, carry out the law, and judiciary makes people follow the law and does the work of providing justice. Now federal state. फेडरल स्टेट का मतलब ये होता है कि काइंड ऑफ गवर्नमेंट सिस्टम इन विच सेवरल स्टेट्स आर फॉर्म. India is a federal state. There is a distribution of subject on what the central or the state governments can frame the law. यानी हमारे कंट्री के अंदर फेडरल सिस्टम इज़ देयर जिसके अंदर सब्जेक्ट डिस्ट्रीब्यूट यानी डिवाइड किए गए हैं ऑन विच सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट और स्टेट गवर्नमेंट लॉ बना सकती है. देयर आर थ्री सच लिस्ट. यूनियन लिस्ट यानी उसको बोला जाता है सेंट्रल लिस्ट, सेकेंड इज स्टेट लिस्ट एंड द थर्ड वन इज concurrent list. Laws framed by the central government are applicable to the entire nation. यानी कि जो लॉ सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट बनाती है वो पूरे कंट्री के ऊपर अप्लाई होते हैं. नेक्स्ट इज फंडामेंटल राइट्स. Fundamental rights of Indian citizens are provided by the Constitution of India. हमारे जो फंडामेंटल राइट है सिटीज़न के वो हमको हमारे कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ने दिए हैं. दैट वाज एडॉप्टेड ऑन 26 नवंबर in the year 1949 but was put in use on 26 January 1950. The fundamental rights of Indian citizens guarantee that the resident यानी इंडिया में जो रहने वाले हैं of the land can lead a peaceful शांति वाली life as long as they inhabit the country जब तक वो हमारे कंट्री में रहते हैं. The individual fundamental right of Indian citizen are most of the time similar in all the democratic countries. यानी इंडिया के सिटीज़न के पास जो फंडामेंटल राइट है वो मोस्ट ऑफ ऑल वर्ल्ड में जितने भी डेमोक्रेटिक कंट्री के सिटीज़न हैं उनके जैसे ही है. द इंडिविजुअल फंडामेंटल राइट ऑफ इंडियन सिटीज़न इंक्लूड्स द फॉलोइंग. फर्स्ट वन, इक्वलिटी बिफोर द लॉ यानी लॉ के आगे हर कोई एक है, समान. फ्रीडम ऑफ रिलीजन, फ्री टू फॉलो एनी रिलीजन. फ्रीडम ऑफ एसोसिएशन एंड पीसफुल असेंबली, एसोसिएशन बना सकते हैं और शांति से असेंबली यानी वी कैन गैदर पीसफुली. फ्रीडम ऑफ स्पीच एंड एक्सप्रेशंस. एंड लास्ट वन, राइट टू कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन रेमेडीज फॉर द प्रोटेक्शन ऑफ द सिविल राइट्स. मीन्स हमारी सिविल राइट्स की प्रोटेक्शन के लिए वी कैन गो टू द कोर्ट. Thank you.